Copy. Over. Security at the front gate. We can confirm that Marcus Rashford has arrived at training. Yes, Rashford has arrived at training. Please be warned, his entourage is following close behind him for his protection. He's back. Marcus Rashford has made it to training. Welcome to the Monday. Welcome to the week ahead. Oh no, what's happened to me? I've got music on in the background, everybody. I am so sorry. I'm listening to my own stream. What a start to the show that was. I'm back though. Music's down. I do apologise. Sorry for being a little bit late as well, everybody, this morning. But we are here. We are live. It is FUTV. We're trying to bring the positive vibes to... we're trying to bring the positive vibes back to United fans. We got the win. It was 4-2 yesterday. I am a little bit tired after that long journey down to South Wales. I'm back up again to Manchester, but we are back now. And yes, we are talking Marcus Rashford. I think everybody wanted to know what was going to happen after what went down over the weekend. Man, it was a mad one, wasn't it? It was an absolute mad one with Marcus Rashford. And you know what? I was glad that he wasn't in the team. It was kind of farcical how they were trying to say that Marcus Rashford has declared himself ill. He isn't available for the game against Newport County, but he's okay to train at Carrington. Johnny Evans was ill and he played in that game. So yes, very interesting. But the latest updates on what is going on with Marcus Rashford, they're going to touch on the game and some other points as well. I want to get all your feedback and your comments on the game, giving you a chance to get back. Obviously, it was just my vlog yesterday. Thanks for leaving all your comments on the vlog, guys. It was a tiring one. It was difficult, but we got it done. Big shout out to Leon as well for his video after the game as well yesterday. His first time on the show. That's what we like to do on a match day, guys. So if that is something that you would like to get involved in, then you know where I am every game. Let's get you on and get your thoughts on as well. But yes, Marcus Rashford, guys. Where are we at? Where's everyone's heads after everything that's happened? So, he has arrived at training this morning, bright and early, it would seem. It was still dark when Marcus Rashford arrived at training. It's not difficult, is it, getting up? But well, it's not difficult getting in training when you've had a rocket up your ass and the whole fan base is against you, is it? No, if there was one day that I'd expect Marcus Rashford to actually turn up on time, it would probably be today, and he is there, followed by his brother and another representative. They're now apparently, according to Samuel Luckhurst, they're in discussions right now with Manchester United and the varying representatives for each side, Rashford and Manchester United. What's going on in them conversations? I think that's what's important. So we're hearing that there is possibly going to be a fine, 650 grand fine, which is the equivalent of 2 weeks' wages. That's what's rumoured. It is still a rumour. That's not confirmed at all yet. I would say straight away, if he is fined 600, I mean, I was saying to Kaz yesterday, I said, I think he'll be fined 2 weeks' wages. It seems to be the normal protocol. With it being such a massive wage, do you know what I would do? I would take his wages and I'd go, there you go, Skinner. There's that investment that you need in that women's team that you're shouting out for. There's a man under pressure there in the women's team needing results. He's got people with banners up saying Skinner out at games. Totally unfair. He isn't getting the right support in terms of losing his best players and then nothing coming in, I don't think. Take Rashford's wages. There's 650 grand. Go and invest it into the women's team, I say. Or the foundation, wherever. Put it to a good cause. Back into the football club. You know, where it belongs. I feel like every player, when Manchester United lose, I think we should deduct 10% of every player's wages when we lose. I think that would give him a kick up the arse, don't you? And then we would be able to invest some money in the infrastructure of the football club and put it into a good cause, I would say. Well, yeah, so Marcus Rashford, where we're at right now, we've talked about everything that happened over at the weekend in terms of the news dropping about what happened in Northern Ireland. We've covered all of that. We don't need to go into that even more. We're now talking about the punishment. What is the punishment that Marcus Rashford? What would you accept as a fan right now? Your head is completely mashed with Marcus Rashford. His poor performances, his second misdemeanor, he's out clubbing after Manchester United got smashed by Manchester City. The liking of the post of Jadon Sancho, the calling out the fans while he scored a goal, everything like that. And then this on top of it, Ten Hag was asked in a press conference, would it be a more serious matter if you found out that Marcus Rashford lied to you? More questions on the game, please. He was having none of it yesterday. He completely shut down every single reporter, every single journalist who asked the question regarding Marcus Rashford. He just said it's an internal matter and I will deal with it. I will deal with it. Okay, well, now then, this is where it gets very, very interesting, because if this is a second strike for Marcus Rashford, having already been told, it's bad going out after a game, after you've been beat, celebrating, especially the derby. That's bad. That is really bad. And it's not acceptable. Those were Erik ten Hag's words. To not be available for a game because you've been out on the Raz, then that for me is not twice as bad. I'd say 10 times worse looking at that. The United fan base right now is baying for blood. That's what it is, baying for blood. It's been reported that in San Diego on the pre-season tour this season, Ten Hag addressed all of the squad, all of the players, and read them the riot act regarding off-the-field behaviour and everything like that. His line is on this, that he told the players what it was, and if you fall out of line from this point, the punishment will be suffice. The punishment will be coming your way straight away. It's like, you've had your warning right now. If it happens, you're in trouble. It's as simple as that. So I look at it and I go, this is the second time Marcus Rashford has been done now. The first time was bad enough. This now is, like I said, 10 times worse. First of all, guys, actually, let's get a poll going right now for this one. I want to see what you think. Is 2 weeks wages big enough fine for Marcus Rashford? For Rashford, let me know. Just a straightforward yes or no, please, everybody. Please give the video a like, guys. We're already creeping up to 400 in the room. We're not even at 10 minutes yet. Fantastic support, as always. I did just put that message in the comment section there. I can feel your support for the channel, guys. I really can. I really do appreciate it. I've got something even more exciting to talk about in this evening's show. If you wanted to get a snippet of what that was, I have dropped a link in the description to yet another partner who has jumped on board with us called Fantasy 5. I'm going to be getting into the detail of that later on and giving you the whole lowdown on the evening show. But the link is there if you want to have a quick look at what is going on. Again, something free for you guys again to get involved in. Just a little thank you and a bit of support from you guys goes massively, goes a long way, and I love to be able to give things back to you guys. But yes, we'll be talking about that later. But yeah, the likes are coming back. I love that. Every time I say it, you guys just go mental for that like button. I love it. Keep them coming in. So, poll is in. Marcus Rashford, guys. First of all, the simple question on the fine. If it is the fine, there is more punishment to come. There's definitely got to be more punishment to come. 2 weeks' wages. Is that a big enough fine for Marcus Rashford? 86% already, and we've got loads of votes. Well over 100 in just a minute. I've said that is not big enough. That's not good enough for Manchester United. It isn't. I said, do you know what Kaz was asking me yesterday? It's, what do you think is realistically? I'm asking the realistic. In my head, I would have gone. I'm done with him, honestly. The fact that he's got all his team rolling into Carrington this morning, for me, tells you everything you need to know. He's looking on the full-on protection mode. He cannot stand up for himself. He needs his people. All he needs to do is be a man. Be a man. You don't need your representatives to come into Carrington to speak to the manager. This is exactly what the club have created in this soft soap environment around Manchester United. It's the summer camp vibe again. This is what this is. So when talking about this and what a fitting punishment is for Rashford, it's very, very difficult. It is, because with reality caps on, where are Manchester United going to go with this? Now, obviously, when Ineos is ratified, and they're not ratified yet, so they can't do anything. So any over to Ineos comments, you deal with this, forget about it. They ain't got any power in this right now. They can advise, and that's it. So let's take Ineos out of the equation completely. This is to Manchester United. This is between Ten Hag and Marcus Rashford for me. So this is where this debate needs to happen. So why does Marcus Rashford need... Oh, God, I swear to God. It's like... It's the most annoying thing in the world, isn't it? It's like bringing your gang and all your mates along just for protection. Just to big up your side of it. It's pathetic. You made the decision to stay out an extra night. You deal with it. You deal with it yourself, Marcus. Go and see the manager like a man and stand up for yourself. Get your case across. Apologise. Do whatever you've got to do. Why do you need two people, two members of your team with you there today? Where are them two members when telling you not to do what you did on Thursday night? It's a bad idea. The club's on its arse. You shouldn't do this, Marcus. But no, them two are there now backing him for doing it. So where were they when Marcus Rashford was making this misdemeanor? When he was out in Northern Ireland? Where were the team then? No, it was all right then, wasn't it? Publicity stunt and all of that. Let's go out and celebrate on Marcus Rashford's 350 bags a week. Yeah, it's good because we're on a private jet that's paid for. Yeah, okay. So they're there this morning fighting his case. Where were they when he shouldn't have been? Where was the advice for Marcus Rashford? Because he shouldn't have been doing it. 18% of you guys are saying that the fine is adequate and you're happy with that. Hey, do you know what? It's a big amount of money. It is. It is. And do you know what? So much as the fine, I'm happy with that personally myself. It's the other punishment. I want a suspension. This is what we was talking about last night. I want a suspension for Marcus Rashford. This is where it gets very, very difficult. Thanks for over 100 likes, guys, already. Brilliant. I love you all. Keep them coming in, please. Marcus Rashford's punishment. 650 grand. That's fine for me. That's a big, big chunk. And I would invest it into the club. I'd give it to, like I said, I'd give it to Skinner and the women's team. Give them a little bit of a boost. Yeah, or maybe, Gaz just whispered, give it the school kids, breakfast monies and everything like that. But no, Marcus Rashford's suspension is what I'm interested in, what happens from here. FUTV mug in the house. Kaz has brought the brews, guys. Make sure you thank her in the chat. I don't know what that, I missed that. She said it's not actually all the way full because I'm still in the bad books. I don't know. How many games is what I'm asking next, guys. What is sufficient for Marcus Rashford? Let's say that. Fine, let's just say we're happy with that, we're done. And this is where I was stuck. Because, like I said, I put my reality cap on and I thought, what can the club really do right now? If he apologises to Ten Hag and he saw it out, he accepts his punishment, then how many games can we be without Marcus Rashford? To be honest, I'm not bothered. I'm really not bothered. I don't want to see him in the United shirt. I'm still with that. And you know, everything that he does just riles me even more. It does. It's the fact that he called in sick having had the second night. That's wound me up even more. The fact that it's his second misdemeanor of this kind already this season when the club is playing awful and the pressure is mounting on the manager, that's wound me up even more. The fact that he's turned into training and is training while the rest of the team are in Newport playing our FA Cup 4th round game, that winds me up even more because he's obviously fit, so he has done something wrong. The fact that he's brought his entourage in with him into Carrington today winds me up even more again. This, for me, he's going in to train, but he's going in to have a meeting more than train. That's what it sounds like. He's turning up to training. Everyone says he's turning up to training. We're not going to get any pictures, but I guarantee he's not going to be doing much of that because he's going to be sat down having conversations. It winds me up that he's brought his team in to protect him for his side. And some would say, well, that's fine. That's what all players do. Yeah, and I understand that. But going back to what I said just a minute ago, it's like, where was that team when advising him not to do what he's done already? His team is awful. It is. Listening to Alan Shearer. Great comments from Alan Shearer. I'll see if I can just bring him up, actually, on what he said. Let me see if I can just find what he said now, Alan Shearer. Where is it? Oh, I can't see it now. But he was going on in terms of Marcus Rashford and the regrets he's going to have later in his career. And it was dead true. It's like his people need to start representing him better. His people need to start advising him better. He's coming into the latter stage of his career now, and he is going to regret these decisions later on. He's out of form right now. He's not going to get any better if he's not playing. He's going to lose everything that he's built up just because of stupid little decisions. He's got all his life, he's got all his life to go out and do these things. Concentrate on the bread and butter. Do like every other player in this team is doing. Actually concentrate on getting your team back up that table into the next round of the FA Cup. Yeah, we may not be great at the moment, and the football is a million miles away, and it looks totally disconnected, but at least your teammates are actually turning up to training and wanting to play for Manchester United. You could say he wants to play for Manchester United, but actions speak louder than words. You put your own personal life ahead of Manchester United playing in the FA Cup. We've had 3 games, 1 league game, 2 FA Cup games, all of January. You've had plenty of time off to do stuff. You would have been giving time away. Ten Hag has already said he split the squad up. Some got rest time. Some have been away warm weather training. Why all of a sudden, just a few days before we're playing again, have you gone and done this? This for me is everything that Manchester United have created, and all of this protective bubble. I went on about Hannibal and how he's being reprimanded by Sevilla now as well. It's when players leave Manchester United, they don't realise what the real world's like. They don't. Everything's given to them on a plate. It's like rewarded mediocrity all the time at Manchester United. And Marcus Rashford is the pin-up boy for United, but he's also the pin-up boy for United and what represents everything that is wrong right now. That's what he is. We bemoan Martial and everything. He's just another culprit of... He's just another victim of what Manchester United are. And the standards that this club has now got are just... They're at rock bottom. Rock bottom. I'm just glad that all of this is happening now and we can make a fresh start when Ineos come in. Because I honestly still... Is no one in Marcus Rashford's team actually... I say it all the time, reading the room right now. You look at the ownership... The model that's coming in right now... They're cutting Rafael Varane and Casemiro's wages. These are players that Marcus Rashford, to be fair, aren't... These are players that Marcus Rashford isn't fit to lace the boots of in terms of careers and what they have won. So he's watching this. He must see this happening. It's well known. His team are seeing this and they're just oblivious completely. Why are they not talking to Marcus Rashford and telling him, look, this club is about to go through a big change? Yet they can throw everything they want at Manchester United when it comes to knocking down that contract, actually bringing up the small print and everything that's in that contract, and they'll probably fight United if they wanted to drop Marcus Rashford's wages and all of that, and he's well protected. But what does that tell you? What precedent does that set for a Manchester United player? Someone, an icon right now, for a lot of young fans around the world for Manchester United. What is that telling you? Why are they not looking at this and going, Marcus, we need to shape up. We don't really need to be going out, getting private jets to Northern Ireland and clubbing 2 nights in a row, 2 days before we travel back down to Wales to play an FA Cup game. Because the squad travelled on the Saturday, lunchtime, I was told that. So 2 days before they're travelling down, he's out clubbing. We don't need to be doing this. We don't need to be doing anything wrong. We need to really shape up, really, and get back into form, because Ineos and this new model coming in, they're not really bothered. They're not bothered. And what is happening right now, and this is why everyone, I feel, is sort of split. I mean, you look at Ten Hag and you look at the football, it's not working. There's the argument there. But this is why people are still clinging on to Ten Hag, because the work that he's doing off the pitch... He has popped this bubble that I'm talking about, big time, Ten Hag. He has popped the bubble and players are not getting what they want. Like I said, the summer camp has been disrupted. It's been cut short and players are now being made accountable for their actions. Jadon Sancho doesn't like it, he's gone. Ronaldo didn't like the way it was running. I understood his argument, but his petulance on the pitch was punished. He's gone. David De Gea, his representatives in the football club were expecting this contract to be signed. And Ten Hag's gone, no, actually. No, something needs to change. So Ten Hag deserves a lot of props for what he's done at Manchester United. We're hearing today that Pellistri is pretty much done and dusted. His representatives, the football club, they've agreed his loan. But there's one person, again, that's not agreed to it. And that is Ten Hag. He has got a grip of these players and they do not like it. They don't like to be put in their place. The bubble that was that protective red bubble of Manchester United and its players and what we have created at this football club is now slowly fading away. And they just don't like being told what to do and where to go, how to be. And this is it with these players right now for me. And I think they're all lashing out. I do. I think we're going to find out very quickly who the bad eggs are. I think we already have found out, to be honest. I think he is top of the list right now, Marcus Rashford. I'm going to stick to my guns, and like I said, I'll say he's a disgrace to the shirt. If he apologises, comes out, takes his punishment, comes back and helps United get back into the top 4, fair enough. Still want him gone in the summer. I still want him gone. That's it. The only thing he can do right now is give us a farewell. For me, I don't want him in the team. I don't. I've seen enough from him. He's downbeat attitude, one season, comes back when he needs a contract, does well, and then he's back to where he was again. No, not for me. The best thing Marcus Rashford can do, and I'll go back and I've talked over a little bit of what I think his punishment should be. I think Marcus Rashford should be out for 5 games minimum, suspended, and then if he comes back raring to go, firing, good. That means we can get his price up. But he needs to make up to the fans. He needs to make a public apology on camera for me to the fans. Not in a statement. Don't want none of that crap. Public apology to the fans. A 5-game ban as well as his 2 weeks' wages. I think that is a big enough punishment for me. And then I want to sell him in the summer. That's where I'm at with Marcus Rashford. I think that's with my reality cap on what should happen. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm not completely confident that it will. But we'll see. How strong is Ten Hag? We've seen what he's done with Sancho, so this might be a bit different this time. I'm really expecting Ten Hag to back himself up here because Ten Hag is in a tight spot right now because what he's done with Sancho is all behind the scenes. We don't know. And it must have been bad. All he needed to do was come out and apologise. Rashford has liked Jadon Sancho's post. This is a man that has publicly slaughtered the manager. Not slaughtered him. He's publicly slated the manager, let's say. And Marcus Rashford's liking these posts. Marcus Rashford has publicly embarrassed the football club and himself and the manager. This is worse. This is worse. So, yeah, I'm really intrigued to see. We've got a super chat in from Raul Chopra. Thank you very much. Adam, love your show, brother. Can you please shed some light on your Twitter beef with so-and-so from so-and-so channel? I don't like mentioning the names, mate. All to do with being live outside of Old Trafford, Raul. That's what it was about. And it was my idea, and I was told no. But I've done it, and now other people are doing it. So, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. As for everything else that was in them comments, lies, mate. And you can take it from me. Complete and utter lies. That's what it is. Over 200 likes in the room. Thank you so much. 750 people watching us right now. Like, share and subscribe. Guys, the link to our latest partners there, SofaScore, is in the bottom right hand corner. Scan that code, please, guys, and get downloading the app. The most up-to-date, fastest goal scoring, score updates, player ratings, injury news, transfer news across football, well, world football, along with all other sports as well. The best sporting app out there, guys. They're our partners right now. Do get onto that. Drop into the link. If you cannot scan that QR code off your phone, the link is there as well. All you have to do is click on that and just follow the instructions. It's free. Just go and do it and enjoy, because it is mint. It's mint. If you wonder what mint means, Mancunian slang for it's fantastic. Well, yeah, I don't know where the fantastic accent thing came from then, but into the comments we dive. Okay, so I've just been talking about what I feel is a fitting suspension side of the punishment for Marcus Rashford. Where are you guys at? Is 5 games enough, like I said? I think that, for me, is a big enough signal to Marcus Rashford. Train on your own. Oh, yeah, by the way, sorry, I don't want him training with a team. I want him away for the team for the equivalent 5-game period as well. The big fine, a public apology, and then I'll let him see out maybe the rest of the season, and then I want to sell him in the summer. I only want him playing for United so he can add value to his price tag, and then I want to sell him. That's where I'm at. That's my strong feelings on it. I'm a realist in it as well in what I've explained, but you guys tell me. Am I way off the mark? He thinks he's untouchable, says Mike Simpson. The bad eggs have been here for years. It's not rocket science. Ozzy, that's impossible. Fine. Can only be max 2 weeks. People debating amongst themselves in the chat, it would seem, about how much he should be fined. United Spotlight, get rid of him. He's not good enough anyway. Now all this ego attitude stuff on top. Time to part ways. Send a message to the rest of the squad as well. It will send a huge message to the rest of the squad. It really will. And I hope that he gets a fitting punishment with all of this. At this point, we need forwards. United should behave like a proper organisation, dock wages, ask for a public apology, bring him back, then sell him in the summer. Yeah, that's what I pretty much just said, but he does need a ban as well. I think he needs to be out of the team for 5 games. I understand all of the rest of that. Let me just see now. Adam, don't hold your breath on public apology. Graham, I'm not. I think it'll be a statement, and that won't be good enough for me. This is why I want him gone, because I sort of half know what's coming. I understand that. I'm not really expecting a public apology. It would go a long way, and I think he's a better way of doing it rather than a statement. It just looks half-hearted when it's a statement on a written down tweet, probably, which is embarrassing on its own. General Foodie, please subscribe, guys. We're on the road to 38k. Yeah, guys, we crossed over the 37,000 subscriber threshold over the weekend. Thank you so much. We were in the 36s last time I was in the studio talking to you guys, and the weekend has just took us over. Already on the march up to 38,000. Keep subscribing, share the video, guys, and obviously do give the video a like. James Cook, personally, it's worse than Sancho. I don't think he should play for at least 3 months. Oh, verbal kin. Adam equals nice guy. Thank you. Luke, 2 weeks pay, 3 game suspension. Warning, he will be kicked out of the team if it happens again. Also states when he returns, he will be on the bench and have to earn place back in the starting lineup. I'll add bits of that, Luke, to mine. 5 game ban, more than 3 for me. He doesn't come right back into the team. He only comes in when someone's injured or falls out of form. I definitely agree with that. Sell Rashford, he's past the Sancho, Lingard and Pogba crew. Part of it, he is. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, it just takes me back to the Lingard days, this. It does. This is that sort of antics and horrible, crap, petulant behaviour from all of these players at Manchester United. No other club has got this going on right now. Iron Goal says, Adam, that's exactly what we need to do with him. I didn't trust the club. I don't trust the club to do it. To the poster boy. He holds too much power. I don't trust the club. Domingo, welcome to the members club. Madred free membership as well. Thank you so much, you absolute legend, Domingo. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Guys, as well, we had young Leon who jumped on the fan vlog yesterday as well, outside of the ground at Newport. We've seen him outside the game. He asked if he could come on, have his say. Loves talking football, talked complete sense. Do go and give his vlog a watch there and give him a bit of support as well. That's what this channel's all about, giving other fans voices. This is why I like to travel around a bit as well, because there's Manchester United fans who live all over the country and all over the world. One level, we will be doing some tour stuff on this channel. I am going to make this channel that big that we do get to travel around the world as well. That's what my aim is with this channel. I will not stop until we are there, and we will make it happen, guys. We will. Especially when we're getting 250 likes in a stream. Thank you very much. Mike Sharp says, different era. Don't think they get it. No. No, they don't, Mike. They don't. The last shirt I bought was Solskjaer's one from 1998. I just want the Glazers gone. Sadly, we all do. We all do, but sadly, it is a long process to get them leeches out of this football club. It really is. Spoiled brats, says Maxi. Yep, pretty much that is exactly what it is. Tony, all the leaks need to be kicked out of the club. Rashford is a guaranteed leak. It does look that way, doesn't it? It does. I mean, if anyone was a betting man, you would say that Rashford is definitely one of the players that's leaked stuff out to the media. He isn't. He just doesn't. It just doesn't look like he thinks at all. He's one of them, just like, oh, it'd be all right sort of guys. I'm Marcus Rashford. He has just got too big for his boots. He has. I mean, how much do you guys? How much do you put on the club for all of this? Like, the club have created this. The club are the ones that have given Marcus Rashford the big wages. He is the poster boy for Manchester United. And until someone comes in, and Ten Hag is trying to do it, but I feel like Ten Hag is fighting against the system right now, which is Manchester United. I feel like he is fighting a losing battle, because you cannot implement a style of play and a certain way of playing football when needed in different games and different tactics and your philosophy if you haven't got the team and the squad behind you. If one of the ringleaders is not with you, on one of the English ringleaders, the ones that actually understand what Manchester United is in the Premier League and also understands what the demands of the football club is. Marcus Rashford, he's a United fan, he's a Manchester lad. He knows how big Manchester United are. He knows the expectations. He knows the history. The likes of Anthony, all the stick he's getting, yeah, it's fair because he's not a very good player, but he doesn't know Manchester United like Marcus Rashford does. So when Ten Hag's got a player like Marcus Rashford doing what he's doing off the pitch, all of his misdemeanours, which there has been a plenty, then what hope has he got of galvanising this squad? Marcus Rashford holds a lot of clout on his football club, and I don't think these players right now, I would hope there is a disconnection now. I hope that these players fall out with Marcus Rashford over this. I hope he finds it difficult being around the squad. I do. I think he needs the ultimate punishment in all of this. I think he needs to realise that his actions have repercussions and he needs to be punished for it. I think the players, back in the day, you would have players like, it's like, you know that you've got a bad egg in your team and you make that player know. You simple things you can do in training. It's not nice. It's not the right way, but when you've got someone there who isn't willing to put everything in for the team, and all of the preparation goes out the window just because of his antics off the pitch and his attitude towards the club and the manager, you don't want him in that team. You want him to know that he isn't welcome in this state. Change your ways, Marcus, or you can forget about this team ever backing you or these players being on your side. That's what I think is happening right now. I think he's in for a tough ride, Rashford, right now, because the players know that the fans have had enough. The players, they appreciated the fans yesterday at Newport. They were clapping, they were applauding, they were giving pretty much everything they could. They just have got no direction at the moment and no leadership. And I want to get into the game a little bit now as well. I don't want to give Marcus Rashford any more airtime. We've given him 30 minutes, and I really hope I'm talking to you later on the 6:30 show with some more insight into what has actually happened and a hefty punishment that's coming Marcus Rashford's way. But guys, what did you think of the game yesterday? I'm going to just break it down. I've done my vlog, obviously, and you guys have watched that, but just to speak to you guys now live, I would say yesterday's game was 30 minutes of a golfing class and Manchester United completely blowing Newport away, and then taking our foot off the pedal for some strange reason, what we always do. That one moment happening, that lucky break for Newport, and how we dealt with it poorly. Going in at half-time 2-1 up, should have been 4-0 up. The reaction after half-time, again, 2 minutes this week. It was 1 minute against Spurs, 2 minutes against Newport. Concede the goal straight away, funnily enough, the same scoreline, 2-2. And then for 15 minutes, the leadership left that team and we looked like a League Two side.
We were battling it out, scrapping. The crowd were up. They were loving it. They were on a level with the great Manchester United for a good 30 minutes yesterday, Newport. It was embarrassing, and the United fans were turning a bit. In the end, the United fans just upped their voices and started chanting and started singing. They'd just had enough and just thought they'd have a bit of a sing-song, entertaining themselves. And then luckily we had a bit of a moment again and it changed the game. Bit of decisiveness from Luke Shaw off the post, and Anthony got his goal. And credit to him for reacting to it. It's about the only good thing he did, apart from obviously the assist. The assist was a good assist for Mainu. But for Ten Hag to come out in the press conference afterwards, again, another worrying one from Ten Hag. He's got his assist, he's got his goal, that's what we expect from him. Well, no, Eric. We need more from him. We need more. It's a League Two side and he's got a goal and assist in the game. Everything else that he did in that game wasn't good enough. There was a moment when he ran down the wing. Alfie was with me. He ran down the wing and I said to Alfie, I went, "Wow, Anthony just took a player on down the wing." And then he cut back in and brought that player back in. I'm like, what's the point? What is the point of this, man? With the cutbacks, honestly, I'm out of defence for Anthony and his qualities and what he brings to this team. It's very, very interesting how Ahmad hasn't got on, and we all seen what he did in liking the post from Sunderland. I don't know if you guys seen that. Kaz pointed that out to me yesterday as well, where Ahmad has liked a post which said, if the team cannot find a space, if this club can't find a space in a team for you against a League Two Newport side, then there is no hope for you. Come back where you are loved and you can play in front of a crowd that absolutely adore you, pretty much, from a Sunderland perspective. And he was liking that. So there's obviously unrest in how Ten Hag is handling these players. The favouritism side of thing comes back into it again with Anthony. And he's not helping himself, Ten Hag. The players that are on that pitch, that was our strongest team that United could field for me. Because Rashford isn't part of that strongest team. And we are 2-2 with an hour gone with a League Two side. That is a big, big concern. Because if we play like that on Thursday, then we are done for. We are completely done for. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Over 800 in the room with us. Please give the video a like, guys. We have got, we're just going to creep over the 300 like mark. We have a new member in the house, Joanna Ladley. Welcome to the members club. Hope you are doing well, you absolute legend. Thank you so much for your contribution to the channel, as is every other member of the channel. Let's get into a few more of your comments just on the game in general yesterday, guys, and what you thought was missing. For me, it was leadership. The quality shone, but why did we take our foot off the gas? If it was City or Liverpool, Newcastle, Villa, any of them teams from the Premier League in the top half above us, they'd have gone 3 or 4-0 up. We just seemed to just go, we took our foot off. We got 2 goals. That's okay. That's expected. And now we're expecting a bit of a bad spell in the game. It's like we just bring on this bad spell every single game. No. Just go and finish the game off. You're absolutely destroying them. The atmosphere was flat. Everyone was just expecting a complete whitewash. We were completely head and shoulders above Newport in quality, and we should have just scored 3 or 4 goals and finished it off, and everyone's having a bit of a sing-along and everyone's happy. It's a comfortable afternoon. No. Then we get the issue that we had there, and the biggest issue for me was leadership. Where did Bruno Fernandes running the game in that first 30-45 minutes disappear to in the second half when we were up against it? I think Casemiro, I'm seeing Varane, we've got Martinez, we've got big players, Luke Shaw, experienced players on that pitch, and we are losing our way. It wasn't good enough. It really wasn't good enough. That was the biggest concern for me. We stopped doing what was working halfway through, says Paul. We were under so much pressure for a 4th division side. It's a joke, says Gehan. Raymond, 1 month with the reserves, a big fine, then dump him in the summer window. That's for Marcus Rashford's punishment. Wolves match will be interesting. Tony says, I thought the first half hour was class from the team. After that, certain players were out for themselves. It was sort of everyone looking. I think Bruno mentioned that as well, didn't he, in his post-match interview about players being too greedy and looking for that moment. Everyone looking to get on the score sheet rather than being clinical and playing as a team. I think that was his issue there. But second half was a big worry, wasn't it? It was a massive concern. Doesn't fancy it now. All his friends have been booted out of the club. At least Erik ten Hag is consistent with discipline. Only way to change our mentality, says Daniel. Mr Monkey, remember listening to Keno telling a story about Richardson rocking up to training in a sports car with the top down, with music blaring out, and told him to go back home, needs leaders to sort Rasha. There's no one above him, that's the problem. I think he feels like he is the leader and he can do whatever he wants. Helgi says, I am done with this manager. I hope he will be sacked in the summer. I agree. Rashford should be docked 5 months' wages before we let him join PSG on a £30 million deal. Graham, thank you, Ian. His legendary status buys him a pass. Don't know what you're talking about there. I just jumped in on that one. I'm interrupting your conversation. We failed to use the full pitch and never passed to the striker for F's sake. I feel sorry for Highland, but massive credit to him for getting his goal again. Hi Adam, thoughts on the game versus Newport? Liam, you must have just joined the chat. I'll just give him my thoughts on it then, pal. Again, going over it. Great first half an hour where the golfing class was all to see. We had that one moment where Newport got the goal, the pressure was on, the leadership left. We came out cold in the second half again, and then another moment of quality from Luke Shaw. Changed the game, luckily, again for us. We had big players on the pitch that were just better than Newport, and I think that's the only reason we got the win, and we're in the next round. If that happened against Wolves, I fully expect us to lose that game, even if we were 2-0 up. And we had that moment. It's like whenever United go in front right now, I'm still scared that we're going to lose the game. That's where we're at right now with this team. Rashford plus Sancho sold in the summer, 120 million for both. I'd take it right now. SRC. ML, the energy you had for Cristiano Ronaldo and Sancho should be the same for Rashford. Not happy with Sunday in the slightest. Where's the passing? Dumas has had to create and score his 5 goals. I've heard, please correct me. I'm not sure. There's plenty of typos in that MLS. Sorry, mate. Hard to understand. I'll try and dissect it in. Yeah, I am being as harsh on Rashford as I am Cristiano Ronaldo and Sancho. I want him gone from the club. I'm done with him. I want him sold. I think he needs a 5-game ban. He needs a big fine. He needs a public apology. This is everything that he needs to do. And in terms of the game, Rasmus Højlund, I think he's digging out his own goals at the moment. He's getting no service. It is a full-on graveyard shift. Jay messaged me last night. He's like Oliver Twist, Højlund. Please give me more. Scrapping around for little bits all the time. He's got no service at all from his wingers. It's a good analogy, really, because that's what he is. He is just trying to create everything himself. You could see the frustration on his face. You could see it all the way through the game. He was battered from pillar to post. He puts everything in. And you know what? For him to get, what's he got so far now? I think that's 8 goals this season now for Rasmus. So he's 1 away from his total that he got last season, which is good. But the goals that he's got, it's all from his own doing. He's creating everything himself. So this is the massive worry what we've got with him right now. We're still not giving him enough. And he's going to suffer from it. I'm just happy that he's actually still trying right now, because I look around and if I was him, I'd be going, "What is the point? What is the point? Why am I even making these runs?" It's a massive concern for him. It is, and it's a massive concern for us. Michael says, apology from Rashford will be a waste of words, just like when he speaks the dross after a United loss. True. Carl, I like Bruno, but he is no leader. I love to see Martinez as captain. Let Bruno free from the burden. Let play free. Paul Lucas, it's like a leaky boat. Every time you plug one hole, another appears. Yeah, that's a good one as well. I'll take that one. Kaz says his hold-up play helps everyone around him. That is on Højlund. It does. He gives everyone else space. He takes 2 players away and gives space to the wingers. They just don't use it. Almost at 350 likes, guys. Keep liking the video. Thank you so much for your support. Please do subscribe if you are tuning in for the first time as well. Really appreciate all of your support over the weekend. It has been a long, busy one as well, but yes, we are moving on. We are closing in on that 38,000 subscriber mark, guys. So please like the video, share and subscribe. Scan the QR code on your screen now. I'll drop into the description below and click on the link for SofaScore as well. Our latest partners, the best up-to-date sporting news, injuries, team news, everything you need to know. The best sporting app out there, and it is free as well, guys. Download that app and get onto it. Be part of the FUTV SofaScore revolution. Rashford is a happy drunk. I can't see. Put some optics in his locker. Highland had the right mentality. We need to replace the comfort zone players with the same mindset. Yes, we do. We 100% do. I agree with that one totally, Stephen. And that is the job of Ineos right now. Whether that will be with Ten Hag, I don't know, because I fear for Ten Hag. I really do. I just hope that the minutes in the legs for the key players against Newport at weekend, they're going to help us, and we're going to be a bit sharper against Wolves on Thursday, because I feel like every single defeat now is just going to be another tick to the outbox for Erik Ten Hag. It's like I'm worrying. It's like if he does not beat Wolves and West Ham this week now, 2 games in 4 days, I feel like I don't see how he survives. I don't. He needs to win both games. But I'm watching United play against Newport and I'm going, I don't fancy us in either game. It's again, someone's gonna have to just turn up and just win us a game. By hook or by crook, let's see if we can just keep Ten Hag till the end of the season. That means we've actually managed to get some points on the bleeding board. But yes, that pretty much does sum up the show for this morning, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Over 800 viewers in the room. We've smashed the 350 like mark. We've got a couple of new members as well. I am loving everything right now with you guys on this channel. You are the best community out there. Make sure you share the video as well, guys. Get more people involved. And let's get this convo going. We're back at 6:30 this evening, unless something else breaks, of course. I have another announcement to make at 6:30 this evening as well, guys. There is a little clue in the description if you want to just click on the link down there as well. But yeah, until then, have a fantastic rest of the day. We're on Rashford watch. If anything breaks, I will be all over it and bringing it straight to you guys. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Like the video, like I said, on the way out, and obviously make sure you tuned in later, you subscribed, and your bell notifications on for all the latest news coming out. I'm all over it for you. But until then, 6:30 is the time. I'll see you all then, guys.